Let's check in on Saudi Arabia and see what's going on over there. Pro-Austerity Saudi prince buys world's most expensive home. Oh boy. So the Saudi crown prince Mohammed bin Salman, who's been in the news quite a lot recently because he, for example, kidnapped the president of Lebanon, and they say Iran destabilizes the Middle East. That seems like a pretty big destabilization move to me. Call me crazy. This guy's leading what he calls a corruption crackdown, where he's taken dozens of other wealthy Saudi leaders, locked them up in a 5-star hotel, and he goes, "We got to stop the corruption because the money's going everywhere. We got to fucking fix this." And he turns around and he buys the world's most expensive home. It's Chateau Louis XIV. Which is a 50,000 square foot palace near Versailles. And it costs him about $300 million to buy it. You got to stop the corruption and the people spending the fucking money in all these crazy ways. You got to stop that. Lock them up. Anyway, could I buy that $300 million house? Now, at the same time, in a separate purchase, he bought a painting by Leonardo da Vinci for $450 million. What? And you know what's crazy? I just said it's $450 million. That's actually wrong. It's $450,300,000. Even the difference in what I said and what the actual price is too much to spend on a painting. If he had spent just $300,000 on a painting, it would still be a story. He spent $450,300,000 on a painting, and he's locking other people up for corruption. And he's pro-austerity. And he, by the way, that's not even his most expensive purchase. He bought a $500 million yacht, which I don't know how that exists. I mean, what is it? Bigger than the fucking Titanic? And does, like, it come to life and blow you at night? And what do you have, like, a pool made of gold on there? What the fuck? Or $500 million yacht? How do you even spend this much money? How's that even fucking possible? $500 million? By the way, U.S. media, hook, line, and sinker. I just showed you an article from a British media outlet, I think it was The Telegraph, and another one from Haaretz, which is an Israeli outlet. U.S. media fucking mums the word. Why? Because Thomas Friedman over at the New York Times is too busy giving him a blowjob in print, saying the Arab Spring in Saudi Arabia is coming last. Yes. Saudi's Arab Spring is welcome. Yes. So they're busy saying he's a reformer. He's a hero and a reformer, and he's fixing the country. And ignore the $450 million painting and the $300 million house and the $500 million yacht. Ignore all that because he's pro-austerity. He wants you to cut your spending if you're a regular person, and he wants to lock up the corrupt, the corrupt wealthy people. But he's not corrupt and wealthy, even though that's exactly what he is. It's amazing how rank the propaganda is in the U.S. Nobody has ever been more correct than Noam Chomsky with his theory of manufacturing consent, where he says somehow U.S. media is more subservient to state power than actual state media is to state power. So corporate media is more subservient to the elite than state media is to the elite. And this is another example of it here. They're portraying this guy as a hero when he is the exact opposite.